That was
So this one is a true 8-bit classic here. This is Castlevania for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This came out in 1987 by what was once a legendary company, Konami. And not only was it a huge success that spawned two sequels for the NES, Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest and Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, but it also made a game series that spanned over several game consoles thereafter. So I kind of want to do this review in light of some of the stuff that's been happening at Konami lately. From what I've been hearing, the creator of Metal Gear Solid, Hideo Kojima, for whatever reason has left Konami, and that probably means that after Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, we probably won't see any more Metal Gear Solid games. And honestly, I hope not, because I know the games are going to be nowhere near as good without Hideo Kojima by its side. And I also heard that too that Guillermo del Toro, the famous movie director and also the guy helping out with the new Silent Hill game, has also left as well. And that also means that the development on the new Silent Hill game has also been canceled. So that game series is probably also done for as well. And that really sucks because the demo for it on PS4 PT was a pretty cool horror game experience, and I would recommend downloading it, but it sounds like Konami had to go and be an asshole and go take it down off of PlayStation Network. And that just really sucks, because that means there's no way you can play it unless you know someone who's already downloaded it. And last I heard from Konami, they have gone now to instead of doing console games, they're going to just do mobile phone games, and that's just really lame for all of us gamers that have supported them over the years. I've been playing their games since I was playing on the Super Nintendo. I played Turtles in Time. I played Sunset Riders. They've been an awesome game company, and it's just tragic to see them go down like this. So instead of looking ahead to a future that's filled with ass for Konami, I'd rather look back to a time where they were just starting out and becoming a really awesome game company, starting out with one of their flagship titles like this one, Castlevania. So, on to the review of this game. In Castlevania, you play as Simon Belmont, who goes into Dracula's castle to navigate his way through it and kill the big man himself. There are several levels in this game, each one with a boss at the end. We are at the first one right now, as you can see, which is a big bat. It's a solid action game that holds up pretty good, but I only have one minor complaint. Each time when you get hit, which I'm about to, you get tossed back. And while it's not so bad for enemies like this, there are enemies where I'll have to fight over like a bottomless pit, and if they hit me, they'll pretty much throw me right into the pit, instantly killing me. And that, I think, is the only real dirty move that this game has up its sleeve. Other than that, this game plays very challenging but fair. And even though I'm not that very great at it, I do really enjoy playing it, and I do want to see if I can eventually make my way through this game, because I think it would be really fun to master and play through. So this game has some good controls, which makes good use of the NES's limited button scheme. You press A to jump and B to attack using your whip, which you can upgrade, I think, up to 3 times before dying and losing all of them. You also have a secondary attack, which you can use by holding up and pressing B, and it consists of either a knife, a axe, which is more powerful than the knife, a boomerang, a bottle of holy water which acts as a Molotov cocktail, and a stopwatch which can freeze time for a brief moment. Each secondary attack runs on ammunition that consists of hearts that you collect by taking out all the candles that you see around Dracula's castle or killing all of his homies. There are some platforming elements to this game, but the threat you'll be facing the most is all the monsters that Dracula has staying at his crib. You'll be facing plenty of bats, which I have killed a lot of, the dog things, which I believe are hellhounds, ghouls, the swamp monster, which I believe was popping out of the water in the first level, ghosts, which I just killed. There are also knights in shining armor and Medusa heads, which have been flying at me, hunchbacks, which are jumping around in the third level, and skeletons. And that's all in the first 3 levels, which is as far as I can get. By the time you probably get to the end and to Dracula, you have killed the whole horror movie cast. Here we have the second boss fight, which is a giant Medusa head. Thankfully, she's kind of slow and not too hard to defeat. So now we're at the third level of the game, and this is where I think shit gets a little more real in my humble opinion, and Dracula brings out some heavier artillery to try and kill Simon Belmont. But let's see if we can try and get through this level, shall we? See, that's what I was talking about. Dying because a bat had to go and push you off the ledge. That is unfortunately something you have to deal with a fair amount of in this game, and I think it's probably this game's one true flaw. Alright, time to give this part another try. Ah, it got me again! You really have to be careful when bottomless pits are involved. Otherwise, a bat or a ghost could just instantly kill you, even if you have full health. No, no, no! Oh, thank God. Okay, might actually make it this time. Oh man, so close. Wasn't for those damn dinosaur heads that shoot at you. I do think though, if I played this game enough, I could get through it. The game is, again, very difficult, but fair. It does give you checkpoints in each level, and the only punishment for getting a game over is going back to the beginning of the stage. So while the game is hard, it does make sure to give the player a fighting chance to get through it. So now we approach the third boss of the game, which is not just one, but two Frankenstein monsters. And this is the farthest I've gotten, and I have not defeated this boss yet, so this is where I will most likely die. Up. What'd I tell you? Down I go. Well, I thought I'd give this one more try, even though I had less health than I did last time I tried them. But who knows, maybe a miracle will happen and I'll kill him. I guess not. And there's my game over. Whoop-de-doo. And we're back at the beginning of the level now. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap up this review now. This has been Castlevania for the Nintendo Entertainment System, a legendary game for the console and also affordable too. I got my copy for more than $10 but less than $20, and it is a solid 8-bit action game. And again, Konami, you will never be the same but be forever missed. You have been known for making such classic games such as the Silent Hill series and Metal Gear Solid, and you've also made a couple of my personal favorites for Super Nintendo, such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, and Sunset Riders. So I will miss the days of you making games for consoles, and I hope that maybe someday you'll return back to your roots and start making games for consoles again. So for more cool videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also make sure to like my Facebook page and check out the download link to my game Groovy Invaders in the description below. Keep on gaming, and I hope you have yourselves an awesome day.